As I'm sure you guys know, I'm putting out a lot of videos here, and to come up with all these ideas, a lot of times I'm sitting in front of my collection just looking through everything and just trying to plan things out. Every now and then I'll come across some fragrances, I'll pick them up and I'll smell them and I'll be like, why don't I wear this more? Like, this smells incredible, but I never wear it. And I almost get kind of frustrated with myself. You know, I'll try these and I'll be like, that smells beautiful. It's just ones that always slip my mind. They're ones that are maybe kind of tucked away in the back and I just forget about them. And that's something that can be easy to do. You kind of get into a routine. You kind of start trying new fragrances and getting obsessed with some of them and going back to them and wearing them often, and you just start neglecting some of your other stuff. So today we're going to be talking about 10 fragrances that I wish I wore more often and that really I should be wearing more often because these are amazing. And I know I'm not the only one. I know you guys are in the same boat as me as well. So make sure you leave down in the comments, what are some fragrances that you wish you wore more? What are some fragrances that get kind of, lost in your collection and you forget about them? And I will provide links to all these fragrances I talk about today in the description. If you want to check any of these out or pick any of these up, hit those links down there. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get into it. First fragrance up, we have Mancera Cedrat Boise. I'm sure you guys with the keen eye were able to scope this one out in my little intro there. This is a fragrance that I believe has made this video before when I've done this video in the past. I don't know for sure. I didn't go back and check, but I have a feeling that it did, and it wouldn't surprise me either. This is a fragrance that I've had kind of an on and off relationship with for so long. When I first got this one, I was in love. This was my first ever niche fragrance. I was hooked from that point on, and it was one that I would wear every single day. Like, I remember it was even in winter time, when this really, it's good for winter because it's very strong, but I would see it more as kind of a spring, somewhat summer, maybe fall scent because it is very fruity. But it was winter time and I was wearing this thing every single day, just loving it. It was performing like a beast on my skin, still performs great on me, and I was enjoying it. And then as things progressed, I got more fragrances. It started to get kind of pushed back. Then I got into it again, and this was somewhat recently, and I actually purchased another bottle. This one is running low, but I discovered it again. I'm like, oh, this smells so good. I don't want to even think about running out. I'm going to get another bottle. I got a good deal on it. I got another one. And now I just haven't been wearing it again. So it's very on and off for me. Every time I pick it up and smell it, I'm like, that smells so good, but it just never makes it into my rotation. But it definitely needs to start because I love this fragrance every time I wear it. And actually, cool thing, Twisted Lily is now carrying Mancera fragrances on their website. I just saw that today, so that's really cool. If you guys want to check out any Mancera fragrances over there, I will link this one down below. You can check out their website, and the cool thing is, if you use my code CHAOS10, that will get you 10% off everything over there, which is a great deal. If you're spending a lot of money on niche fragrances, that can save you a ton of money, so make sure you take advantage of that. Second fragrance up, we have Tom Ford Gray Vetiver EDP. A beautiful vetiver scent. You guys know I love vetiver. This one's a very soapy, clean vetiver, so it's nothing that is too earthy and hard to pull off. This is like the quintessential clean office fragrance. Like, if I was to think of an older, well-dressed gentleman who's been working, in the same place for, 15, 20 plus years, and, everyone knows him. He's worked up high in, his job to where he's got a good, well-paying job there, and he's walking around the office. This is what I would imagine that he's wearing. The bottle itself is so classy. This looks so good sitting on your desk or in your room, on your dresser or whatever, or hopefully not in your bathroom. Please don't put fragrances on your bathroom. This one also has, of course, a very classy smell to it. It's soapy, it's clean, it's fresh. It just smells like a gentleman, and it just smells so good. Beautiful vetiver scent, a little bit of a sparkling quality to it. I love the EDT, but the EDT is discontinued. That one's a bit brighter, but I do love the EDP, which you can still get. Again, this is one where I just don't wear it all that much, but I really should. Following that, we have Salvatore Ferragamo Uomo, a very sweet tiramisu fragrance here. I love how it smells. I really do. This one got hyped up a long time ago, a whole bunch. It was always being talked about, and I never got it. Up until recently, I've gotten this one, and it just smells so good. But again, it's one where I just overshadow it. I don't wear it as much as I would like to, even though I love it and it smells so good. For whatever reason, I just forget about it, I guess. I don't know, but I definitely need to start trying to reach for it more because And here that we are in fall and moving into winter at some point, this is going to be the time of the year to wear this one. So I definitely want to get some solid wearings in and really enjoy it. Up next, we have an old one here. This one is Boss Bottled Intense, the EDP version. Of course, Boss Bottled, this DNA has been around for so long now. Tons and tons and tons of flankers have been put out to the point where I didn't even know where to start. You know, I have this one and I have Boss Bottled Oud. Those are the only two Boss Bottled fragrances that I have, just because it's so overwhelming to get into, you know, a line like this. Of course, it's easiest to start out with kind of the originals here, but there's just so many. It's like, where do I even start? That's one of the things that I don't like about flankers, and maybe some of you guys can relate as well. You know, you see a line with so many flankers, it almost makes you not even want to get into it, because it's like, I don't even know where to start. This is overwhelming, and, you know, whatever. I've experienced that with a few other houses as well, but Boss Bottled Intense EDP, I love how it smells. It's a fantastic smell. I'm sure all of you guys have experienced it. It's just one that I just don't wear. I don't know what it is. I definitely want to wear it this fall because I think fall is the best time, so I need to make a note of that. Following that, we have Amouage Beach Hut Man. This is a really good, unique fragrance. You may think it's more for summertime, judging by the name and really by the look of the bottle too. And I would say that, yeah, this is a good one for summer, but really it has a lot of depth to it as well. It's got this nice mintiness going on. Mintiness, I believe a nice vetiver in here as well. It is actually has quite a bit of strength to it, to where I could also see it work in spring and in fall and in winter if you wanted it to. Even though the name kind of goes against that, you could wear this one all year round. And really, I would say this could be a great signature scent for you if you wanted just kind of one niche fragrance to wear as a signature scent. Beach Hut Man would have you covered. It's very unique. It smells great. It's got really, really good performance. This is a strong scent. It's just one that I don't find myself reaching for a lot of times because I just forget about it. It's a shame, but it is what it is. This one's also available on Twisted Lily. And again, use my code CHAOS10. I'll get you 10% off over there, so you can scoop this one up for a steal. Following that, we have Coach Platinum. I love Coach Platinum. I love this because it has this nice vanilla note over top of the Coach DNA. So the way I've kind of described it, just, you know, to make it as simple and dumbed down as possible, it's kind of like Sauvage, but with added vanilla. That's the simplest way to put it, because of course this Coach DNA kind of has a Sauvage inspiration for sure, this ambroxan pepperiness going on, but then of course this one has that nice warm creamy vanilla note in there, giving it a bit of a different twist, and I really, really like that different twist this one has. This is my favorite from all the Coach flankers. It's just a really pleasant one. I just don't find myself reaching for it. Up next, we have Terre Eau de Toilette. I love this one. I love the orange vetiver combination. It's very clean. It's a nice office-based scent. It's also got a bit of a daring, masculine quality to it as well. It smells very pleasant. I just don't find myself reaching for it all that often. It's one that I just forget about, you know. I love vetiver, but I like other vetiver fragrances more than this one, I suppose, is part of the reason. But I still really do like this one. It's very unique, and it's honestly a classic. That's Terre Eau de Toilette. Following that, we have Spicebomb Fresh. You guys know Spicebomb Extreme is one that gets a ton of love here on the channel. I love that one. I wear it a lot. Even the original Spicebomb EDT, that's still kind of one that I do love to wear. It just smells really pleasant and really, really good, kind of sexy and playful. The Spicebomb Fresh is one that I don't wear that much, but I do need to because it's a really, really good fresh version of Spicebomb EDT. It still has that spiciness in there, but with a bit of a grapefruit opening. It's just a lighter version, basically. It's better for spring and summer-ish, but, you know, you could wear it even in the fall as well. It's just one I definitely want to wear more because, honestly, it smells really good. Following that, we have Tom Ford Noir Extreme. I've had this one for a while, but, again, I just don't find myself gravitating towards it. I wear my Tom Fords a lot, but I'm usually going for ombre leather or, you know, a couple of the private blends. Noir Extreme is one that gets left behind, but it's a great, sweet, kind of gourmand fragrance, really good for fall and winter, that I should definitely start wearing more. Finally, last up, we have Guerlain L'Homme Ideal EDP. This is a very nice almond cherry fragrance. And talk about something that is different. Like, this is a unique fragrance all the way through. It's not for everyone, but I do enjoy and appreciate it. It smells great, especially for the season of fall and even winter as well. it's just one that I forget about. So guys, that's gonna do it for me. That was 10 fragrances that I love, but I just never wear. I forget about them, they get left behind in my collection, and so on. So make sure you guys let me know down below, what are some fragrances that you guys wish you wore more and need to wear more? And do remember that all these fragrances will be linked down below. If you wanna check any of these out, pick any of these up, hit those links down there. And any orders on twistedlily.com, you can use my code CHAOS10, get you 10% off your order. That's going to do it for me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy. We'll see you tomorrow with another one. Take care.